All right, a new minor technical difficulty overcome. We are in Auburn at the Auburn Recreational Center. Home team are the Auburn Ice Hawks, who are wearing their home blue and maroons, versus the Watertown Wolves wearing their away whites. Dallin dumps that puck into the corner. Dallin with it, fires that shot, deflected, goes wide, around to the far side. Graydon, hands grabs it, fires that back towards the net. Picked up there by Auburn. They take it back behind their net. Challenged by Watertown. Watertown battling for that puck. Still loose behind the net. Grabbing it, Dan Keegan. Daniel sends it around, comes out into the front. Hans winds up, fires, and Ryan Mahar pushes that puck forward, takes it into the offensive zone. Backhand shot, save, Aiden Terry. Jacob Myros fires that puck out to William Vokey. Vokey trying to push it forward, gets turned back by Auburn. Coming up with it now, Auburn's number 89, Noah Testa. Testa penetrating in, fires that shot, goes wide off the backboard. Played there by Brady Van Bachlen. Coming across, Judah Young. Back behind the net. Van Brocklin pushes it to the corner. Flicks it up into the neutral zone. Picked up there by Noah Testa. Testa sends it all the way across to Judah Young. Judah bringing it up into the O-zone. Challenged on the far side by Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin coming away with that puck. Flicks it over to the near side to Trey Ledoux. Ledoux has it, sends it across. It goes right to TJ Pisciotti. Van Brocklin, soft touch up to Owie O'Donnell. O'Donnell with it in the neutral zone. Penetrating over the center line. O'Donnell coming up on the blue line. Has to make some space, turns, goes into the offensive end. Puck gets turned back. Held in by Dallin. Dallin coming up at the dot. Centering pass. Nobody there. Goes all the way across the Graydon Hans. Hans fires it to the middle. It gets stopped and picked off by Noah Testa. I think could have been Tegan Wilbur. I only saw a 9. He sends it all the way down. Dallin grabs it. Wall pass to Trey Ledoux. Ledoux in the neutral zone. Gives it back to Dallin. Dallin sends it all the way across. Crosses over into the offensive end for Mateo Dalpy. Dalpy sends that to the corner. Hit back behind the net. Somebody, I can't see what Watertown player it is. They lost their stick. They are trying to kick that puck out. Battle for that puck. Looks like Liam Ride with it behind the net. More back and forth. Tegan Wilbur in there. Dallin calling for that puck. But Rutherford turning and firing on net. Save dished out into the corner. Turn, shot, fired. Looked like Mateo Dalpy. Dallin putting a hit on some kid. This puck comes all the way back. Rutherford has to chase it down. He goes all the way down into the corner, takes that puck around behind his own net. Rutherford trying to push it up, gets deflected, comes out to Connor Leduc. Leduc loses it at the red line. Wilbur turns it back, goes right to Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin flicks it up into the neutral zone. Auburn in control. Auburn sends that puck all the way down into the corner, picked up by Dallin. Dallin takes it around behind his net, sends it up to Blake Gregory. Reaching back, Taylor. Nathan Taylor trying to get a piece of that puck. Comes all the way across, Connor Felder with it. Felder passes up to Taylor in the middle of the ice. Taylor taking it over into the offensive end. Taylor losing an edge at the circle. Comes back to Felder. Felder fires it. Nothing doing there. Puck coming up on the near side. Noah Testa grabs it, fires it in, gloved by Aiden Terry. He dishes it off on the side for his defense to take it back behind your net. Jose Rivera flicks it up, held in by Wilbur, sends it back into the corner. Van Brocklin picks it up, backhands it around over for Blake Gregory. Gregory into the neutral zone for Felder. Felder coming over on the near side, challenged by Wilbur. Felder has to turn around, take it to his backhand, dumps it in deep. Noah Testa picking it up, taking it back behind his own net. Pass up on the near side, Judy Young. Judy Young with a long pass across to I think that's Kyleen Brady. She is wearing 28, not 17. Sorry, their roster had it changed at 17, but she in fact is wearing number 28. Dallin with the puck, dancing into the offensive end, passes it back, nobody there but Kyleen Brady, and she sends that puck up. No, that's not Kyleen, I'm sorry, that was 20, Matthew Hoey, and that's going to be an icing. Bring this face-off all the way back to number 74, Jonah Young. Jonah playing goalie for the Ice Hawks today. Will Vokey lining up for this face-off. Auburn winning it, driving forward with that puck, Ryan Mahar. Mahar splitting through the middle, dishes that puck back, and Jacob Myros reads it like a book. Picks that puck up, sends it all the way across. It couldn't go too far, and that's an icing. I think so. Yeah, it's there. I got 2 viewers. What's that? Puck loose out in the middle. Hogan penetrating forward into the offensive end. Take it back behind the net. It's out. It's loose in front of Terry. Terry trying to cover it up. It's back behind the net. Comes out in front, and Hogan buries it to the nylon. Tucker Hogan with the goal. Number 16, time of the goal. 7:54, 7:56. Number 16, assisted, I've no idea by whom. Puck coming back. Mahar with it. Mahar coming wide on the right. Centering pass. Dished aside by Graydon Hance. On the near side, cleared out by the Watertown defense. Goes up to Nick Neto. Neto pushing forward. Stops. Hard turn. Draws that puck back to the corner. Mahar over there trying to make a play on it. Neto trying to control. Loose out in front. Dallin slides up. And at the last second, Max Laraway dishes that puck away. Dallin, boy, his eyes got big. He thought he was going to land a huge slap shot right from the slot. Ryan Mahar coming back, dancing around, gets around. Hance grabs that puck, flies it all the way over to the near side, comes to Owen O'Donnell. Owie penetrating forward. Owie at the dot. At the red line, centering pass, reaching for it. Rutherford, nothing doing, just missing that opportunity. On the far side, Kyleen Brady tries clearing it out. It's held in by Jose Rivera. Auburn coming away with it now. Long pass off the boards. If that makes it, it's going to be icing, and it made it. That's icing. Bring this face off all the way back. I see I've missed some chat. How cold is it? What do you mean cold? It's a balmy 4 degrees last time I checked. Rivera holding that puck in, dishes it back behind the net. Kyleen Brady coming up, long pass through the middle. Morgan misses it. Rivera sends it back out into the neutral zone. Push forward. Rutherford with it. Bryce goes down, dishes that puck out into the middle. Holding it at the blue line is Van Brocklin. Leduc Sends it back behind the net. Comes back out. Judah Young grabs it. Judah tosses it up. Goes into the neutral zone. Just gets past Rivera. He almost held it. Van Brocklin has it. Sends it all the way across to a wide open Rutherford. Rutherford, losing that puck at the dot. Goes back behind the red line. Rutherford trying to pepper it. Dallin stepping up, gets a piece of it. Sends that puck forward for Leduc. Leduc fires, goes wide. Comes around onto the near side. Dalpe centering. Everybody misses. Comes all the way across. Wide open. Hands. Fires it. Gets deflected. Goes high over the net. Mateo Dalpe sends it back into the corner. And Auburn picks it up from there. Clears out into the neutral zone. Coming in hot off the bench. Blake Gregory. Gregory held up at the hash marks on the near side. Puck goes into the corner. Matthew Hoey sends it around. Coming out with that puck, looks like Noah Testa. Gets stopped by Blake Gregory. Gregory going back the other way. Out in front, shot, saved by Jonah Young. And Young covers it up with his blocker at the ice. Jeff, I thought you got in just in time to see your kid score a goal, but he fell down. Face off on the near side. Taylor drops it back, sent in by Felder. Goes back behind the net. Blake Gregory with it. Turning, centering pass, doesn't make it through. Auburn with that puck back behind the net. Coming out, Leduc pushes it forward, dished aside. Hands from the point, fires it. Deflected by Felder. Goes back around behind the net. Dallin holding it in. Dallin pushing up a little too far. Connor Felder coming away with that puck. It comes back to Nate Taylor. Taylor goes down as he sends that puck back behind the net. Picked up by Auburn. I can't see who the player is. Centering pass. Nope, gets dished, goes back into the corner. Gregory with it in the corner. Gregory backhands it out to the point. Hands back to Gregory in the point. Too hard, goes all the way around. Nate Taylor has it. He sends it along to Dallin at the point. Dallin tries sending it into the high slot. The only person there, though, is wearing an Auburn jersey, Max Lowry. Lowry passes it up to Mahar. Mahar tries dancing! Denied by Aiden Terry. That puck comes out to the blue line. Held in by Judy Young. Now pushed out. In the neutral zone with it is Noah Testa. Testa passes it across to Tegan Wilbur. Wilbur up to Young. Young curling around, trying to get by Dallin. Dallin coming up big. Dallin stealing that puck away. Dallin off the boards to get around Wilbur. Dallin loses it as he came up on Caden Wilcox. That puck got to Wilcox first. Puck goes all the way across to Jacob Myros. Jared Myros gets a shot off as he's hit head first into the boards, and that's going to be a penalty against Auburn. Refs discussing this one to see how much of a penalty it's going to be. Is it a roughing? Is it a boarding? I think it's going to be a boarding. Elbow. On who? Somebody's got to go in the box. Number 89, Noah Testa, 2-minute minor for holding. Number 89, 2 minutes hold. Time of the Auburn penalty, 11:29. It is our first power play, and it's a goal! Is that Taylor? It is Nathan Taylor with the power play goal. And I don't know who the assist came from, but there was certainly assist going on. Time of the Watertown power play goal, 11:38. Took 9 seconds off that power play to get a goal. Neto wins that faceoff at the center. Backhands it, it goes nowhere. Goes into the corner, drops it into the center of Auburn, trying to clear it out. Held in by Rivera. Rivera sends it across to Dallin. Dallin backhands it up. Dallin still fighting. That puck gets sent back by Auburn. It's going to come all the way down. I'm sorry, that wasn't Rivera, that was Hans. And that's an icing. Excuse me. Yeah, Gwen, keep rubbing in that Florida weather. I hope you don't get hit by a falling iguana. I heard it's getting chilly down there, too. 40 for you is a lot colder than 4 for me. Owen O'Donnell taking that face-off, draws it back. Oh, Auburn able to push it into the offensive end. Max Larry sends it across. Dallin right there to pick it up. Dallin moving forward. Dallin's going to go in on his own. Loses that puck. Picked off by Noah Testa. Coming up behind him, though, Trey Ledoux drives that puck into the corner. Nice coverage by Ledoux. Puck comes out into the middle. Neto, turn, shot, hard shot, wide. Comes out along the boards. Dallin grabs it, sends it back behind the net. Looks like Noah Testa back there with it. It gets sent back. Neto at the hash mark. Neto trying to draw it forward, loses it. Testa pushing up, gets that puck past Dallin, gets it up to Mahar. Mahar cutting across, has to go off the backhand. Aiden Terry scoops it up easily in the glove. .209 remaining in the first period, tied at 1. Aiden Terry is on his game so far. Judy Young draws that puck back. Shot fired in by Ride. Goes wide. Neto with it in the corner. Touches it back for Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin takes it back behind his net. Tries pushing it up for Dalpy. Doesn't do that great of a job. This puck comes out. Rutherford loses it at his feet. It gets shuffled forward by Connor Leduc. Auburn trying to come out with it, and they do. Held right here in front of us by Jose Rivera. Puck comes out to Kylene Brady. Brady pushes it up on the far side. Puck gets whacked away. Dalpy has it. Dalpy sends it along the blue line, but there is nobody on the left wing. Rutherford comes flying over. Hogan coming away with that puck. Tucker Hogan pushing into the offensive end. Grabbed by Rivera, tries clearing it out. Pushed back in by Judy Young. Puck goes back behind the net. Leduc gets it up to Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin pushes it out. He gets it up to Rutherford. Rutherford touches it up into the O-zone. Back there making a play on that puck is Auburn. Less than a minute of play remaining in the first period. Kylene trying to get that puck out. Rutherford driving it back. Ride coming over to help out. Leduc trying to send it forward. Kylene holding it out. Gets sent in deep by Hance. Dalpy coming over to make a play on it. Ride gets to it first. Grabs it, guards it. Leduc winds up. Big swing. Barely touches the puck. Auburn sends it back. That's going to be wide for an icing. .30 degrees with the wind chill, Gwen. You guys gotta be freezing. Iguanas are in Cape Coral, huh? Well, you know what? When you're far enough north, iguanas are in all of Florida. We can't tell, especially as a New Yorker. Faceoff comes out to Hance. Hance over to Dallin. Dallin, fire! Deflected! It's a goal! Dallin with the shot. Keegan with the tip-in. 19 from 39. And the Wolves take the lead with just 19 and a half seconds remaining in this first period. Time of that goal, 14:40. Face-off driven forward. Vokey with it. Vokey with the shot. Saved by Young. Coming away with that puck for the last drive is Noah Testa. Testa comes to his right, gets that puck out to the middle, gets sent back by Hance. Out at the blue line, held in by Hoey, and that's going to end our first period. At the end of one, it is the Watertown Wolves 2, the Auburn Ice Hawks 1. That means it's trivia time. Your trivia question sponsored by Power Play Podcast NNY. Interesting. Anyway, it could be sponsored by you. Just send me an email, thedandallin@gmail.com, and your business can sponsor games, periods, trivia questions. If you just want to toss me some money, you can do that too. Your question is, who are the original 6 teams of today's NHL? There are 6 teams that are regarded as the original 6. Who are they? You know. Can you remember their names? Your answer during our next intermission. "15 fresh minutes up on the clock. Second period about to begin. Watertown leads 2-1. There's the face-off. TJ trying to push it up. Van Brocklin trying to send it in. Puck gets deflected, goes out to Rivera. Rivera pushes it into the offensive end, trying to catch up to it. Unable to do so. Puck's fired in by Connor Felder. Back behind the net with it. Noah Testa. Testa trying to come around. Gets that puck past Blake Gregory. Comes out to Brady Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin misplays it. Ryan Mahar comes away. Mahar on the breakaway. Shot. Save! Terry deflected up and over. Mahar trying to come around. He's got defense all over him. Tries to center that pass. Tipped by Taylor. Coming away with it now. Blake Gregory. Gregory coming up into the O-zone. Stops short at the hash marks because he lost the puck. Comes, grabs it, fires it all the way around. Will Vokey gets it in the far corner. Pushes it forward. Noah Testa picks it up back behind the net. Testa trying to come out. Has to curl around. Check back to go the other way to lose Vokey. Dishes that puck behind him. Great Hands steps up to grab it. Fires it back into the corner. Centering pass! Felder! Oh! Can't pull the trigger. He stopped the puck instead of just driving it back at the net. Had a wide open goal. Testa passes over to Mahar. Ryan Mahar pushing forward. Goes for the backhand. Coming over, grabbing that puck is Testa. He just drove it to the side, though. Hance with that puck behind the net. Mahar comes, grabs it, dishes it back around. Keegan comes over, applies a check from behind, gets away with it. Dallin trying to push that puck out, gets it out, gives it to Vokey. Vokey trying to push it out, just missing it. Was trying to dish it up to Myros. Oh, hits off the back of Myros' skate. Comes out, Dallin with it, curling at the blue line. Dallin pushing forward on the far side. Dallin looking, gets it out into the middle. Comes back to Hance. Hance pushes it up into the corner. Centering pass and nobody there. Oh, comes back to Dallin in the center point. Fires it, goes wide and high to the left. Vokey goes over, chases that down. Sliding back to pick it up, Liam Ride tries clearing it. Dallin comes back. Oh, stepping up, don't make a play on that puck. Looks like TJ Pisciot. No, it's Tegan Wilbur. Wilbur, nice back checking by Dallin. Driving Wilbur down to the ground, as it turns out, instead of having a breakaway. Liam Ride with that puck. Ride not able to advance the puck, has to retreat back to the blue line to push it up. Dallin collects it, sends it up for Trey Ledoux. Ledoux pushes it forward. Hoey picks it up in his own end of the ice. Sends it up. Brandy not able to get it past Dallin. Puck comes back to Ride. Ride trying to get it past Neto. Nothing doing there. Neto dancing around. Goes to Young. Now Ledoux, center, goes all the way across over to Young. I mean, not Young. Neto. I don't know how I did that. Ledoux falls down. Wilbur tries to clear it out. Jose Rivera grabs it, fires it, goes all the way across to Nick Neto. Shot and the goal! 88 from 24. Nick Neto, assisted by Jose Rivera. Time of the goal, 3:10. Nice goal. Nice look by Jose right on Neto's stick. I didn't even see him coming in. So glad Jose did. Owie O'Donnell taking it in deep, tries centering. Stopped by Noah Testa, and I believe we have an interference call against Ryan Mahar. Oh, wait. Was that boarding? Oh, hole? Time of that penalty, 3:21. Against number 3, 2-minute minor for holding is the belief. Sorry. Noah Testa with that puck curling around, trying to shake off Nate Taylor. Sends that puck up for Brandy, but Brady Van Brocklin gets a piece, sends it forward. Vokey grabs it, tries his darndest to center it, sends it hard. Taylor tries firing it right back. Puck gets picked off by Noah Testa. Testa coming up with it. Testa draws it over, goes to his forehand. Testa not able to pass it off to Ryan Mahar as he's accustomed to, because Mahar is in the box. Takes that shot, goes off the face of Aiden Terry, and he drops down and covers it up. That rattled his cage. He's taking that helmet off to investigate. Referee's calling a coach over, I think. Somebody. Aiden says he's going to be all right. It's a thing lately, right? The last 2 weeks, how many face masks have been busted on goalies? NHL, I think there's 2. Although I don't think that Noah Testa shoots as hard as Alex Ovechkin. He'd like to think so. Face off to the left side of Terry. Bryce Rutherford in to take it. Draws that puck back. Comes back to Terry. He spears at it. Rutherford over in the corner, trying to clear it out, held in deep by Auburn. I see Trey Ledoux going back for it, and Graydon Hance comes away with that puck, takes it back behind his net. Hance curling around at his own dot, over his own blue line. Hance coming across the ice, over the red line. Now over the blue line into the O-zone. In the middle, gets shoved off that puck by Testa, and it goes cruising over to Rutherford. Rutherford drops it back for Dalpy, and it comes out loose. Noah Testa picking it up. Testa coming in, backhands that. Again, that's where Ryan Mahar would have been. Shot fired from the point. Stick save, Aiden Terry. Comes over on the near side. Rutherford not able to hold it in. Brandy all over him. Kylene still battling for that puck. Kylene comes away with it. She dishes that puck into the corner and chases after it. Great Hance, first one to it. Draws it forward, brings Brandy over to one side, and then loses her. Flicks that puck up in the air for Dalpy. Dalpy not able to settle it down. Goes all the way over to Matthew Hoey. He pushes that puck up. They were offsides. That was offsides. Auburn with the puck now. Judy Young trying to advance it. Goes to Dallin. Dallin's playing stick handling games. Now dishes that puck in deep. Picking it up back there is Matthew Hoey. Hoey sends it around. Stopped by Vokey. Fires it back behind the net. Back to Hoey. Sends it back to Vokey. Kicking it up is Auburn. Stopping it is Rivera. Sends it in deep. Shot! Goal! Was that Vokey? All right, William Vokey fired that quicker than I could even see it. Even strength goal scored by William Vokey. Time of the goal, 5:50. I don't know who the assist came from. It was a sweet shot by Vokey. That puck comes back to Rivera. It could have been from Rivera, but I am not sure. Pushed forward by Leduc. Vokey waiting for it. Comes back to Leduc. He fires it forward. Picked up by Liam Wright. He backhands it over. Jacob Myro steals that puck center. Goes off the goalie out to, is that Leduc? Yeah, to Leduc. Leduc sends it back into the middle. Backhanded by Vokey. Comes wide. Rivera grabs it. Fires it back at the net. Dances across the paint. Myros going chasing it down in the corner. Myros with that puck. Myros centering pass. Comes out loose. High slot. Van Brocklin turns. Fires. Goes wide. Leduc trying to get over to it. Comes out to Rivera. He dumps that back into the corner. Falling over it. Riding his stick like a horse was Vokey. Rivera holding it. Tries to do like the shoveling your driveway thing to push it in. Nothing doing. Leduc comes back, grabs that puck, fires it towards the net. Kicked aside by Ride. Rivera Gets checked up against the boards, but he puts the puck forward. But coming out with it now is Young, Judy Young. Judy Young getting pushed off that puck by Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin chases it down. There's a pileup of kids over there. Puck comes loose. Rivera has it. Rivera flicks it. And that's an icing. I thought he was sending it off the boards, and somehow it never reached the boards. I'll bring this face-off off to the left side of Aiden Terry. Watertown leads 4-1, 7.5 minutes. We are at the halfway mark of the game. Nate Taylor taking a face-off, trying to draw that puck back. Winning it, though, is Tucker Hogan. Puck comes back behind the net. Dallin grabs it, fires up along the boards. Auburn picks it up and sends it back behind the net. Speared out by Terry. Nate Taylor coming away with that puck. Taylor passes up to Gregory. Gregory coming around at the dot. Shot fired wide. Off the boards, comes out into the neutral zone on the far side. Dallin was not able to get to that blue line in time. Dallin battling. Taylor pushing it forward. Noah Testa fires it along off the boards on the near side here. Hans chasing down after it. Comes out into the middle. Testa fires. Save! Terry sliding across the crease. From his knees, Taylor drives that puck into the corner. Testa there to pick it up. Testa back to the point for Hogan. Hogan back up to Testa halfway down along the boards. Testa trying to come away with it. Taylor drives it back to the boards. Centering pass made. Nothing doing. Mahar not able to come around on that puck. Taylor coming away with it. Taylor goes down onto the ice. Keeps that puck in front of him. Hogan tries to ripping it out, and it comes out to Gregory. Gregory pushing to the offensive end. Sends that puck just across the top of the paint. Owen O'Donnell on the far side. Sends it back behind the net. Nick Netto tried to go for the wraparound. Nothing doing. Hit the side of the net. Testa comes, grabs that puck, takes it around back behind the net. Sends it, clears it out into the neutral zone. Dallin collects it there. Turns, sends it up to Trey Ledoux. Ledoux touches it to slow down a little bit. Owen O'Donnell picks it up and crosses over into the offensive end. O'Donnell to Netto. Netto, shot, Young, save! Back behind the net with that puck now. Judy Young. Judy trying to clear it out. Hans sends it over to the middle. Netto touched it, still goes wide. Ledoux grabs it on the far side. Ledoux drops it off for Rutherford. Shot fired, goes high. Not Rutherford, I meant Van Brocklin. Netto battling for that puck, turns, fires, goes wide. Tried to get cleared out. Van Brocklin tips it, and it goes over into the Watertown bench. Almost hit Coach Nethers in the face. He ducked away like a little girl, though, to save himself. Rutherford in for the face-off, as is, I think that was Tucker Hogan. Hogan pushed it forward. It could have been Judy Young. It was Judy Young. He pushed it forward. Puck comes all the way back into the Auburn end of the ice. Sent around back behind their net. Young chasing after, pushes that puck up. No, that puck is pushed up for Young. Sent backwards. Laraway with it. Laraway sends it back onto defense. Matthew Hoey. Hoey sends it all the way up to Tegan Wilbur. Wilbur loses it to Rutherford. Rutherford pushing forward. Shot goes wide right off the back boards. Teo not able to catch up to it. It gets pushed forward to Young. Back checking like a fiend, though, Brady Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin chases that puck down into the corner and brings it around back behind the net. Sends it around, comes up into the neutral zone. Matthew Hoey collects it there. Hoey back onto the near side, off the boards. Van Brocklin pushing it out into the middle. Dalpy coming over trying to grab it, but Laraway gets to it first. Puck comes up into the middle. Connor Leduc. Leduc pass over to Mateo Dalpy, just a little bit out of his reach. Sent up, held in by Jose Rivera. Now it's out. Rivera steps up to drive it forward. Rivera with it. Touched up to him by Leduc. Held in by Leduc. Sent in to the corner. Chased after by Rivera. Rivera and Hoey. Coming away with that puck, though, is Auburn. They clear it out into the neutral zone. Vokey grabs it there. Vokey back to Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin all the way across for Rutherford. Rutherford touches it Laraway, pushes it up to Young. Young driving forward at the circle. Sliding across, though, was, I don't know who it was. Somebody from Watertown. Nice defense. Coming away with that puck, Will Vokey. Vokey loses it to Testa as he got pinched off. Testa gets that puck up to Kylene Brady. Brady tried passing it forward to Young. Van Brocklin picked that puck off. Van Brocklin pushing forward. Oh, that puck gets slowed down in some snow along the far boards. Has to dish that puck back behind the net. In the corner with it now is Keegan. Keegan gets it to Vokey. Vokey sends it around. Myro's tiptoeing over to that puck in the corner. Comes out to Dallin. Dallin sends it all the way across for Hans. Hans backhands it into the corner for Keegan Chase after. Noah Testa pushes it back to the corner for Tucker Hogan. Hogan tries clearing it out. Hans holding it. Hans again backhanding it into the corner for Keegan. Keegan back to Hans. Hans squeezes it up against the boards now, kicks it forward, goes back behind the net. Jacob Myros trying to come and cut it off, unable to get to it though before the Auburn defense. Comes out to Dallin. Dallin dancing with the puck, waiting for his team to come on sides, and they do. He sends it off the boards, chased in after it, pushes up into the middle, picked up though by Noah Testa. Testa not able to come out into the neutral zone. Keegan with it. Daniel turns, fires, saved by Jonah Young. It's a lot of work to get one shot on net. 2:21 left in this period. Puck's out in the neutral zone. Sent all the way across. Laraway picking it off, deflects it. Blake Gregory coming back and grabbing that puck. Gregory, there, shot, save! Jonah Young goes over onto the far side. Rivera overskates it. Taylor there playing defense. Puck gets pushed around him. Rivera coming back to back check, takes that puck and gives it to Taylor. Taylor driving forward. Taylor centering pass. Oh! And Gregory just not able to catch up to it in time. From the point, shot in by Van Brocklin, goes high. In deep, Taylor sends it back for Rivera, gets by him. Chasing down after it is Judy Young. Van Brocklin there. Van Brocklin steals that puck away, clears it up to the blue line. Passed up to Blake Gregory. Gregory losing it in Wilcox's skates, sends it around to Taylor. Taylor loses it, holding it the blue line, so he thought. Jose Rivera, but it just came out and we saw just a hair of white. Neutral zone face-off between Owie O'Donnell and Tucker Hogan. O'Donnell coming away with that puck. O'Donnell, stop trying to make some space. O'Donnell coming across, leaves that puck for Hans. Hans, shot fired, deflected, out in front by Tegan Wilbur. No, not Tegan Wilbur. Who was that? Liam Rye, but covered up by Jonah Young. O'Donnell and Hogan line up for the face-off again. Drawn back. Hans passes over to Dallin. Dallin has to turn it to the backhand and drop it into the corner. Ledoux passes it over to Owen O'Donnell. Comes out in front. Neto turning, shooting, not able to get anything on. Now Neto has it. Shot! He goes off of Jody Young and it goes in the net. Nothing but nylon after that. Nick Neto with his second goal of the game. Time of this goal, 14-16. I couldn't tell you if that was an assist. I think it was an attempted clear by Auburn, and it just came right to number 88. Hans grabbing that puck. He dumps that into the corner, goes back around behind the net. Sliding in to steal it, Trey Ledoux. He sends it back out. High slot for Dallin. Comes up. And another goal for Nick Neto. Kind of snuck that one in. That is a hat trick for Nick Neto. Time of that goal, 14:36. Somebody touched that between Cameron and Nick. I couldn't tell who. So Dallin may have gotten a second assist, but nobody cares if we don't know who got the first assist. And by nobody, I mean, I don't know. Owen O'Donnell takes that shot, covered up by Young. Laraway lining up for the face-off against Owie O'Donnell. Comes over to the sideboard. Nick Noto grabs it, draws it back, winds up for the shot. Oh, and it deflects off the body of Trey Ledoux. Trey Ledoux with the goal, assisted by Nick Neto. Oh, Trey had no idea he was about to score a goal. Time of that goal, 14:53. I wonder if Trey's eyes were open when that happened. .8 seconds. Owen O'Donnell driving that puck forward. Draws around Noah Testa. Takes the backhanded shot. Saved by Young. Back behind the net. Buzzer rings. End of the second period. The score momentarily was 38-1. That'll be corrected. That means it's trivia time. Your trivia question sponsored by Power Play Podcast NNY. It could be sponsored by your business. Just send me an email, vdandallin@gmail.com. You could sponsor the whole darn game. If you just want to send me money, you can do that too. Your question was, who are the original 6 teams of today's NHL? The answer? The Detroit Red Wings, Chicago Blackhawks, New York Rangers, Montreal Canadiens, Boston Bruins, and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Those were the original 6 teams that made up today's NHL. You knew them. You certainly know the teams. But could you remember those 6 when it counted most? Tips are appreciated. I am saving up so that I can make sure I have a reliable internet. I have a hokey alternative solution using my phone as a hotspot. I upgraded my plan to be able to do that. Next steps are a better camera, a more reliable scoreboard camera as well, and eventually I'd love to upgrade my computer that I utilize for that. But the computer I need is like $4,500, so a long way away from that. Let's start off with $70 is my next goal. Tripping penalty. Against Auburn, Noah Testa, number 89, 2-minute minor for tripping. Time of the penalty, 0:25. I don't think it was intentional. It's not the type of play that I'm accustomed to seeing Noah Testa make. But an inadvertent trip is still a trip. Dalpy in for that face-off. Gets sent into the corner. Myro's with it. Dipsy doodle around. One player goes for the backhand. Comes across the paint. Nothing doing. Leduc battling for it. And then Rivera, he sends it around. Myro's in the corner. Out to Van Brocklin. Fires it. I think he meant to make that go towards the net, but it did not. Now he fired it. Goes back behind the net. Leduc grabs it. Goes to the centering pass. It ends up coming right at the skate of Jonah Young. And he drops down and covers that puck up. What? Faceoff comes out. Oh, Leduc just misses it. Comes all the way down by Rivera. Rivera stops short at the circle. Cuts and comes back this way. Up along the side. Pushed up by Judy Young. Comes across in the slot. Shot. goes high over the net, bounces out in front, nothing doing. Myro's chasing it down into the corner. Oh, the sun's coming in through the glass. That's annoying. Judy Young coming back with that puck now. Nice stick check by Matteo Dalpe. Oh, Judah was sliding, and Van Brocklin applied some pressure up against the boards from behind. That's going to be a penalty against Mr. Van Brocklin. What are they calling it? A hit from behind. Number 10 to 2 and 10 for the hit from behind. Serving the 2-minute penalty is number 26, Teo Dalpe. Time of the penalty, 1:27. That was unfortunate. Again, I don't think he meant that hit from behind, but that's what it ended up being. First power play opportunity for Auburn. Ryan Mahar coming in playing a point. That was almost a high stick. Touched back by Connor Felder. Felder touches it, sends it into the neutral zone. Chasing after it, Blake Gregory. Gregory coming away with it. Diving at him, looked like a Judy Young. Auburn collects it on the near side. Clear it out. It's going to go all the way down. It was touched by the stick of Cameron Dallin, so no icing. Hance chases it down in the corner. Comes around back behind his net. Passes it up into the neutral zone. Goes right to Laraway. Laraway turns it, sends it back. Dallin going back to collect it. Dallin over his own red line. Sends that puck up along the boards for Gregory. Gregory misses it, sent back in by Young. Dallin takes it back behind his net. Sends it up again to Gregory. Gregory loses it to Ryan Mahar. Hance coming up. Gregory coming away with it. Gregory pushing that puck up. Has Young on him again. Let's see if Young has to dive. Gregory takes that shot, comes across in front of the net. Into the corner it goes. On the near side, stopping it at the borders, Felder comes out into the neutral zone. Gregory grabs it, fires it back. Goes over the red line of the Auburn end of the ice. Auburn resetting. Breakout pass to Testa. Testa slaps it down through the neutral zone. Over the blue line. Challenging in front of Dallin. Dallin cut off the angle. Shot comes in. Aiden Terry blocks it. Looking around for that puck. There it is. Nice save. Dallin put his stick behind Terry, so as he got up, that puck didn't slide into the net on accident to raise any questions. .33 seconds remaining in the man advantage for Auburn, the person advantage. Hogan lined up against Rutherford. Battle for that puck. Nothing doing. Jose comes up to try to play it. Hogan grabs that puck. Jose sends that across the front of the crease. Comes over on the near side. Keegan coming over. Grabbing that puck. Keegan picking up speed over the blue line into the offensive end. Shoots forehand shot. Kicked aside by Jody Young. Into the corner it goes. Rutherford going after it, as is Noah Testa. Testa coming away with that puck. Testa going to go end to end. Here comes Testa. Gets around Folke. Shot. Goal. Just after the power play expired, Noah Testa unassisted. Time of the Ice Hawks goal, 3:30. Even strength goal. The penalty box had been cleared for 3 seconds. So Van Brocklin's not going to come out for another 10 minutes, so he'll have 1:33 of playtime remaining. Ryan Mahar coming in with that puck. Challenging Dallin. Dallin drives him over to the board. Centering pass. Hance picks it off. Sends it into the corner for Dallin. Dallin touches it up for Ledoux. Ledoux trying to push it forward. Mahar comes over and grabs it. Sends that towards the goal. Terry pushes it further into the corner. Comes out to Neto. Neto out into the neutral zone. Tries to pass it all the way across for O'Donnell. Nothing doing. Puck comes back to Hance. Hance fires it in. Goes on net. Save Jonah Young. Everybody's just looking. Nobody was covering on that puck. O'Donnell tries to the wraparound. Nobody over there from the pass to. Puck comes out. Dallin touches it in the neutral zone, sends it over to Hans. Hans grabs it, passes up to Neto. Neto touches it forward. Ryan Mahar grabs it. Mahar sends it around, back behind the board. Gets stopped over on the near side, trying to clear it out. Dallin holds it in. Ledoux pushes it up. Owen O'Donnell with it. Shot. Save. Rebound comes out to Ryan Mahar. Mahar goes for the long pass, sends it behind Judah Young. Judah not able to get a piece of it, comes all the way down, and that's going to be an icing. Nate Taylor lining up for the faceoff against Testa. Testa wins, drives it forward. Rivera grabs it, fires that puck back in on net. Bounced off the backboards, comes out to Vokey. Vokey sends it behind the net. Picked up there by Caden Wilcox. Wilcox tries sending it around. Taylor there to stop it. Puck's coming out to Leduc. Wild pushing it forward into the neutral zone. Still no positive control, and it comes out to Testa. Noah Testa coming away with that puck. Back check by Nate Taylor. Takes that puck off of Testa's stick. Testa staying with it. Puck's loose out in front. Testa steps up. Oh, Terry thought Laraway was going to take the shot, but Noah Testa stepped up and delivered. Noah Testa with the goal at 5:19. Auburn mounting a comeback. That is Noah Testa's second goal of the game. Testa driving forward off the faceoff. Dallin not going to let him go all the way through. That puck gets sent around back behind the net, picked up by Hans. Hans fires it off the boards into the neutral zone. And we've got a high stick call. Oh, I didn't see Watertown grabbing that with the stick. Oh, no, it was Auburn. Oh, I didn't see anybody touch it with the elevated stick. So this high stick nets in a face-off. Where's Mr. Myros? It's a face-off because somebody touched the puck with the stick above the height of the crossbar. That is a high stick that results in a face-off. Testa turning, making that backhand. Comes out in front. Brady not able to pull that trigger in time. Coming away with that puck is Mr. Leduc. Driving, trying to get that puck around to his forehand, unable to do so. Now he flicks that puck out high over the net into the front, and Rutherford not able to make that shot. Testa must really have needed to get off the ice because he just dumped that puck for an icing. Instead of setting it up deep for his team to benefit, he just wanted to sit down, is the way it looks to us over here. Whether that's true or not, completely different conversation. Who knows? Bryce Rutherford lined up for the face-off against Judah Young. Rutherford gets that puck over to Dalpy. Dalpy turns, centers. Oh, nothing doing. Comes out just a little too high. Judah Young with that puck, crossing over the center line. Judah over the blue line into the offensive end. Judah gets hip checked into the boards. Puck comes back to Dalpy. Dalpy sends it across for Blake Gregory. Gregory pushing forward over the blue line. Shot! Goal! 9 from 26. Watertown. Blake Gregory with the goal, assisted by Mateo Dalpy. Time of the goal, 6:30. Judah Young pushing that puck forward, gets turned back. Laraway collects it in the neutral zone, sends it across, pushed back up to Judah Young. I'm sorry, that's Hogan. That's Tucker Hogan. Hogan grabs that puck. He fires it along the boards, goes back around behind the net, comes around, shot, and it's a goal! I think that was pushed in by Ryan Mahar. Is looking like he's getting the most amount of loving on the ice. So I'm going to write down number 3, Ryan Mahar for Auburn. Time of the goal, 6:53. Here's the faceoff, comes back to Jose Rivera. He sends that puck in and dumps it around back behind the goal. Played there by Auburn. They pop it out to the corner. Kylene Brady with it. She passes it up to Testa. Testa loses it, comes into the neutral zone. Rivera fires it forward, but Daniel Keegan is still offsides. That'll be a neutral zone faceoff. Oh, we're going to do it right at center ice. Fair enough. Faceoff taken by Owen O'Donnell, driving it forward into the offensive end. Stopped by Auburn. They send it back into the neutral zone. Testa comes away with that puck, gets it around. Vokey coming in. Shot! Save! Big save! Aiden Terry! Auburn still putting the pressure. Vokey trying to get it out. Vokey driving that puck into the neutral zone. Vokey getting it around Matt Hoey. Vokey shot! Goal! End to end by number 7, William Vokey, unassisted. Time of that goal, 7:40. We're going back and forth with these goals here. O'Donnell in for the faceoff, won by Judy Young, but sent back and controlled by Graydon Hance. Hance driving that puck forward. We're still playing music. Yeah, let's just have a jam. I say we get out the disco lights. It's like rockin' ice hockey. Turning and shooting. O'Donnell. Puck comes out. Hogan backhands it out into the neutral zone. Coming over to pick it up is Hance. Hance at his blue line, challenged by Drew DeYoung. He sends that puck all the way across to wide open ice. Picked up by Auburn. Mahar sends it in. Hance picks it up. Hance brings that puck over. Passes it through the neutral zone. Ryan Mahar comes over and steals it. Mahar, centering pass, pushed aside by Hance. He almost tipped that into the corner. Keegan on the far side at the boards, flicking it up, held in by TJ Pisciotti. Comes out to Mahar in the middle, fires that shot, hits the leg of Cameron Dowling, and Cameron takes it back behind the net. Cam fires it along up to Trey Ledoux, who's holding the blue line. Ledoux pushing forward into the neutral zone, over the blue line. Stops short, forgets to stop with the puck, and taking it into the corner is number 16 of Auburn, Tucker Hogan. He sends it around, held in by Dallin on the near side. Dallin pushing it forward. Oh, and O'Donnell battling with it. O'Donnell in the slot. Puck trickles in to Jonah Young, and Jonah covers it up for the save. So if you do want to donate some money, help me get to that next goal of $70 so I can enhance my streaming capabilities when I get the terrible Wi-Fi. There's my Venmo, there's my PayPal, whatever one you prefer. Please don't feel obligated, but every little bit helps. Face off, won by Auburn. Auburn coming up with that puck. Noah Testa. Testa driving in. Puck goes into the corner. Vokey over there battling for it. Vokey wins that battle, gets that puck around to the corner, gets it up to Neto. Neto driving it forward. Has to go through a lot of snow over there. Neto gets around. Neto has Taylor. Shot! Goal! Makes the water bottle jump in the air. 88 unassisted. Time of the goal, 9:26. And that is a hat trick for Mr. Nick Neto. And he's got at least 4 points in the game. Taylor wins that faceoff, driving forward, loses it. Rivera steps up to push it forward. Coming over to grab it, Tegan Wilbur trying to clear it out. Taylor holding it in and driving that puck in deep. Jose Rivera goes back behind the net, cleared out by Auburn, almost held in at the blue line by William Vokey. Battling for that puck, Kylene Brady sends it out into the neutral zone, picked up by Taylor at the red line, center line, and he dumps it in to go off for a change. Auburn with that puck, Sends it around, back behind the net. Wilbur chasing after it. Neto gets to it first, dishes it back behind the net in the corner for Rutherford. Rutherford takes the knee. Testa takes the puck. Testa moving up, stiff-arming away. Rutherford, Testa making room, cross the blue line, fires that shot, goes way high. In the corner with it is Rivera, guarding it, has Young all over him. Rivera, now Testa coming in to apply a lot of Testa pressure. Puck comes loose, Young sends it across, and Young trying to stuff it in. Young reached his stick in to pull that puck out of the glove of Aiden Terry. Referee right there to see it, blows that puck dead because it was covered up by the goalie. Just because you drive a wedge in there doesn't mean you're allowed to pick it out. Judy Young lining up for the faceoff. Sends it to the middle. Dished aside by Graydon Hance. Dallin takes it back behind the net. Sends it up along the boards for Dalpy. Never makes it to him as Hogan grabs that puck. Hogan turns, fires it on net. Glove save, Aiden Terry. This face-off will be to the right side of Terry, Rutherford, and Young. Young pushes it over to the boards. Teo sends it back over for Rutherford. Mahar driving it forward, loose. It comes out to Hogan. Quick shot, save. Aiden Terry into the corner. Hance grabs, fires it. And Mateo Dalpy touches it up into center ice. Dalpy with it, moving over at the blue line, fires it all the way across into the far corner. Hance stepping up to grab it, sends it back behind the net for Dalpy. Dalpy with it, trying to get that puck off the boards, unable to do so. Auburn coming away with it. They try clearing it out at Dallin's side of the ice. That's not going to happen. Dallin bringing that puck up to the hash marks, and Ryan Mahar comes over to pick that puck away. He sends it over to the far side, held in by Hance. Battle for it over in the corner. Dalpy wins, gets that further along for Rutherford. Rutherford gets hit. Young gets that puck, sends it up. Pisciotti tries clearing it out and does. Comes to Dallin at center ice. Dallin stepping up, crosses over the blue line, dumps that puck in along the boards, goes back behind the net. Picked up there by Caden Wilcox. Wilcox turns to send it back behind the net. Nothing doing. Comes out to Watertown. Out at the point, Dallin fires it in, goes wide right, into the corner for Myros. Myros backhands to Hance. Hance tried sending up to Myros, gets picked off by TJ Pisciotti. Pisciotti sends it down for Mahar. Dallin loses an edge. Those things just got sharpened. And Aiden Terry spears that puck away, so Ryan Mahar couldn't make a play. Puck comes up to Owen O'Donnell, and he sends that in too soon, too deep. That's an icing. Two and a half minutes remaining in this game. Watertown leads 10-4. Testa in for the faceoff. And winning that faceoff, though, none other than Owie O'Donnell. O'Donnell driving forward at the dot. Bring it over into the middle. Turn, shot, goes wide to the right. It's loose, it's out in front. Pushing it in. Daniel Keegan with the goal. And I think that went Keegan from Myros. Keegan from Myros. What the heck is this number? 2. Keegan from Myros from Owen O'Donnell is how I saw that. 19 from 2 from 8. Time of that goal, 12:44. Face-off driven forward, grab by Van Brocklin, who's out early. They counted his 10 minutes from the beginning of his 2-minute penalty. It should have started at the end. Shot off the face of Aiden Terry. That's using your head. Puck comes all the way back into the neutral zone. Passed over to Laraway. Laraway sending it up. Gets by O'Donnell. Testa has it. Testa trying to get by Dallin. Not able to do so. Puck comes screaming across the middle. Taylor coming back to make sure that Brady's not able to get a piece of that puck. On the far side, O'Donnell with it. O'Donnell has Taylor and Keegan. O'Donnell over the blue line. Stick check, stays with it. Shot goes wide, misses everything. Dallin trying to hold it on the near side, and he does. Steals it from Testa, but not before it comes out into the neutral zone. Dallin goes to dump it in, but Owie O'Donnell had not come out yet. Watertown leading 11-4. Puck comes back to Dallin. Dallin stepping up, dumps that puck up along the side, picked up by Auburn. They come out into the neutral zone, stopped by Van Brocklin. Van Brocklin over the blue line, fires that puck in, back behind the net. Auburn at the corner. Dropped back by Gregory, fired in by Van Brocklin. Loose out in front. Ryan Mahar with it. He backhands that puck up into the neutral zone. Collected by Blake Gregory. Gregory fires it back in deep. Goes back behind the net. Auburn trying to clear it out. Unable to do so. Nate Taylor right there holding that puck in the corner. Taylor trying to come up with it. Puck gets dished back into the corner. Taylor gets hit. Comes out. Felder fires. Shot. Save. It's loose. It's still out in front. Felder goes to the backhand. Can't pop it in. Comes out to Dallin. Dallin draws it over too far to the middle off his backhand. Hogan trying to collect it. Stealing it. Nate Taylor shot. Kick save. Jody Young over to the boards. Fired along by Auburn. And that's going to be an icing. .7 seconds remaining in this game. Taylor lining up for the face-off against Testa. Excuse me. Puck is dropped. Testa wins. Driving forward. Stopped by Felder. Testa falls down. Sits on the puck. Taylor comes over. Felder there. Digging that puck out. And that's going to end the game. Watertown wins this one 11-4. Everybody corralling around to congratulate Aiden Terry for a goaltending job. Well done. Oh, Mrs. Myros, thank you for contributing to the chat. I love seeing you typing in there. You're welcome. Feel free to check this out later at 3:45. My 11-year-old Estelle is playing. She also, one of her teammates is Jillian Keegan. That's Daniel Keegan's little sister. They're playing in a tournament in Skinny Atlas, and I'll be there for their 3:45 game as they take on the Binghamton Freeze. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Another exciting game. I love watching this Auburn team play. Look forward to the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to send me an email if your business wants to sponsor a game. Hey, don't forget to send me money if you really want to. Totally up to you. Most importantly, subscribe. Check out the Power Play Podcast NNY. Actually, no, it's just Power Play Podcast NNY. I am the Dan Dallin. Make it a great day, everyone.